stopwatch. Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Crusader Kings 3 Angevin Dreams. So last time we attended 2 archery tournaments and won both. We also pressed our claim on Auvergne, as its duke had somehow become independent. I mean, its count had somehow become independent. We had also convinced the independent countess of Gellones to join our realm as well. So the Grand Duchy of Anjou-Toulouse has expanded quite a bit. Of course, that was de jure part of Toulouse. Oh, is this part of my territory? Oh yeah, that's the piece of land I just took, of course. The Duchess of Aquitaine is also the Duchess of Poitiers and Auvergne as well. Oh, those are the counties, never mind. She has Lusignan and Angoulême. Oh, I could do a grand tour. I could do a grand tournament. I can do a grand wedding. And that is, of course, the whole point right now. Let me go back to realms. It is indeed time, I think, to start planning that grand wedding. Is there anything interesting going on right now? I don't currently have any invitations to any activities. Alright, good. Let's have a grand wedding. A grandiose celebration of the union of a couple. However, this is not just a wedding ceremony, it's a public show of influence and a social event where the nobility gather to practice the arts of diplomacy, seduction, and murder, or to share a drink with friends. There better not be any murder at my grand wedding. Anticipated rewards from hosting a grand wedding activity. The selected spouses get married. Well, I would hope so. Prestige. Guest opinion. Courtly vassal opinion. May gain eager reveler trait experience. May lose stress. May gain magnificent host or gracious host. Plan a grand wedding. Aw, I have to have the accomplished forger for the bloody wedding. No, I just want a regular grand wedding. Yes, let me butcher the family of my steadfast ally. No, it's not going to take place in Auvergne. I mean, that could be slightly fitting so that it's closer to the bride's family's home, but no, it will happen in my capital, in Angers. Of course. I'm already there, so I don't need travel things. What would be my... No, I already have an alliance with someone. I'm not trying to seduce anyone. I'm most certainly not trying to murder anyone at my wedding. I'm not trying to find matches for any of my other children. No, I will recreate. I just want to schmooze a bit. At the time, I was but a count with 4 holdings. I was not a Grand Duke with multiple vassals. And I kind of needed Barcelona's help. And Barcelona has helped me several times in wars. I have helped them. It has been a mutually beneficial relationship, except for the time when we were both at a feast, and Duke Bernat II murdered my beloved nephew. But I outed him, so there we go. Recreation card. Okay. Yes, Yudes de Loire and Timbor Gellones. Or Gellones. They are Catalan, of course, right? Right. Acrobats and musicians. Entertainment level 2. Food and drink level 2. Venue level 2. Other guests 72. Wow. No. Ooh, that'll give me Eager Reveler trade experience if I put it up to Troubadours and Exotic Fiends. What of the decorations? Not happening. Wow. That one really ups it. How about the food and drink, though? Would also up it quite a bit, but not as bad as the venue. Bonus to stress loss, increased health bonus. No, I think we're fine. We'll stick with Generous Feast. I could go with Modest Feast. Decreased opinion gain with all attending characters. No, we'll go with a Generous Feast. Garlands and torches. But the entertainment we will spare no expense on. Let us start the grand wedding. Alright. 6 months until it begins. Good. That should be plenty of time for the important guests to arrive. I'm above my domain limit, but it's not hitting me that hard at the moment. He has but 3 titles now? Interesting. I wonder what the guest list looks like right now. 80. Ah, the king! Excellent. The king of Asturias. The king of Frisia. Oh my. King Carloman has become your new liege after inheriting titles from King Louis. King Carloman of Aquitaine. Interesting. So... Excuse me a moment. Wait. I'm confused. So King Louis III of West Francia Oh, the realm splintered, did it? Ah, yes, the realm splintered and I went with Aquitaine. Even though all of my most of my personal holdings are within West Francia, and my primary title is West Francian. But that's alright. Oh, I hope this doesn't lead to a civil war soon. Why did I have to end up on the side of the weaker brother? Although, most of my claims are in West Francia, and I am now a part of the Kingdom of Aquitaine. So let me check the guest list now. The King of Asturias, the King of Frisia, my liege, the King of Aquitaine. Let's see if the King of West Francia comes as well. Let me unpause the thing now. My brother is no longer under the same liege. Interesting. So a claim on... I'm in an activity already, so I can't declare war. I didn't actually want to declare war right now, I just wanted to take a look at some things. But that's okay. Well, once my activity is over, I'll need to pay homage to my new king. 2 months until it begins. Alright, let's take a look at this guest list here. Duke Conrad the Insane of Savoy. Jarl Sigurd Hofdalsson of Jorvik. The Petty King of Wessex, Duke Garcia of Gascon. Man, I'm seeing people that I've fought wars against. Jarl Oliver of Brittany. Count Hugo of Auxerre. Man, just the guest list alone is enough to make this a grand wedding. Let's see if I can change my focus from that. Diplomacy? No. No, I don't think I want an alliance with my liege. Let's see if I can work on... not Duke Garcia. Ah yes, the King of Frisia. That would be a powerful ally, especially if I need to go to war with West Francia, which I might end up doing. Got 50 days until the marriage, until the wedding ceremony. 40 days. Gascon is its own territory. And West Francia has splintered badly. My holdings are the majority of the Kingdom of Aquitaine at present. I have a new bishop. My friend has died. Of course I have become stressed over this. He was a supporter for a very long time. How is my new bishop? Well, he has a high opinion of me, that is good. And he is a much better bishop than his predecessor was. Like 4 times better and then some. He's a callous fool. Oh, he's unmarried. Why do I have an unmarried bishop? Oh, that's right. We don't allow them to wed. 6 days until that begins. Nice. My spy master is my weakest link on my council right now. Do I have anyone better? I do! I actually have a powerful vassal who has a pretty good opinion of me, who would be a significantly better spy master. Excellent. Countess Adelaida, You are now my spy master. Serve me well. Anyone better for my... No. How about my liege's council? You'd best offer me a position on your council, my liege. We'll have issues if you don't. I might even seek to claim your title. Grand wedding. Wedding ceremony starts. The spouses Yudes and Timbor are both here, looking radiant in their best attire. At my signal, everyone gets into position, and the ceremony will begin. I can't wait. We're engaged in the wedding ceremony, obviously. Duchess Patruina increased her diplomacy by 1. Excellent. What else has happened? Duchess Fulcard of Barcelona offended Prince Bishop Joffrey of West Francia by gloating about the successful wedding. Count Hugo of Auxerre saw a bad omen concerning Tibor Gellones. The day has finally come, and I couldn't be prouder of my Yudes, the beautiful groom, as the person standing by my side has unwillingly discovered. Look at him. Isn't he radiant? And it's such a good match. Everything is perfect. As I finally turn around, I realize that my neighbor is nonetheless King Regenar. I could take advantage of this moment of connection. Let's see. I'm just so proud. I would gain 75 prestige, lose 19 stress, and 50 renown. Nice. Aren't you jealous? He would lose opinion of me, and we would be closer to forming a rivalry. Or important weddings make important allies. This option is available because your diplomacy intent. Diplomacy challenge against King Regenar. You complete your diplomacy intent, I lose 19 stress, or he's not impressed and I gain 18 stress. Practically 50-50. Although a stress break would not be cool. Important weddings make important allies. Oh well, I gained the stress. Oh, that did not actually get me at a break. 1 away from it, indeed. Petty King Alfred tells a fantastic joke about whips. Excellent. Duchess Patruina Gatonas of Anjou offended Duke Yudes of by I'm sorry, my wife offended me by gloating about the successful wedding that I am hosting? That we are jointly hosting, as she is my wife and partner and everything? And we have worked well in concert since we were married ourselves? How on earth would this offend me? Okay, I am glad I told my servants early to keep an eye out for King Regenar's arrival, because in the midst of the wedding preparations, I would have missed it otherwise. Instead, I am proudly standing in the middle of the courtyard, wearing my fanciest clothes and surrounded by a guard of honor, when Regenar makes his entrance. I am extremely pleased to welcome you, King Regenar. I am certain you will find my hospitality most agreeable and be impressed by all the wonders of my realm has to offer. I could say, let me show you the gardens. Would you like to see the venue's preparations? I hope you'll enjoy the ceremony. It would increase his opinion of me by 5 and I lose 19 stress. And it's not a challenge. Or, let's see, he could be in awe of the wedding venue, gain 20 opinion of me, and I lose stress. Or I will gain stress, because he will be bored. And let me show you the gardens would be an even worse chance. No, I hope you'll enjoy the ceremony. I needed that stress loss. My daughter. Oh, Patruina, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you, and now we have a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? What a wonderful wedding present for our son. He is gifted with another sister during his wedding. I'm honestly tempted to name her after his bride now, if I didn't dislike her name to begin with. I'm tempted to just try to find a good Catalan name then. But what other names do I have for my daughters? There's my daughter Patruina and my daughter Almodis. Very good. Elizabeth, Alice. That's a French name? Okay. Antoinette, Stephanie, Julianne, Etiennette, Catherine, Judith, Agatha, Bone, Alice, Lucille, Denis. Oh no, Denise. There was an E at the end. Denis would be the male version. Give me a quick moment here. I wasn't really expecting to have a child during the wedding. So Google is going to help us for a moment. Saints associated with weddings. Oh, it says that there was a Saint Monica who was associated with married women. Sure, Monica's a good name. We shall name her Monica. Monica de Loire. May you go strong and wise, my daughter. My brother befriends Baron Jourdain. Baron Jourdain and one of the Welfs became friends. As the ceremony runs its course, I finally manage to place myself by King Regenar and to engage him in some small talk, which rapidly moves into a more interesting field: politics. We share some casual remarks until I lead him exactly where I wanted him. Unexpected rains have been plaguing my people and damaging the harvest. Pity if someone took advantage of that. Huh. King Intrigue Challenge, King Regenar, possible outcomes. He's oh yeah, I'm definitely not trying to intimidate him. Or it's good to have strong allies in times of need. 56% he doesn't trust me, and I would gain stress. Or he's impressed. Yeah, we'll take the risk. Yep, he doesn't trust me. Oh well. Count Maurice overjoyed with the amount of saffron cakes. Okay. I'm enjoying the ceremony, proud of what I managed to organize. Everything has gone well so far, and as soon as I think it, I know I've jinxed it. Eudes trips and falls flat on his face on his way to his spouse. I can feel King Regenar's eyes piercing me from the crowd, urging me to intervene. Let's see, I can still salvage the situation. 50% Regenar is impressed with my smooth recovery. Or 50% I only embarrass myself. Well, that's fine. I'll have to take this 50-50. I lose stress if I win, and I gain opinion with King Reginar and my son. I can still salvage the situation. Yes! I defused the situation. Excellent. Youths de Loire lauds your efforts. I lost 13 stress. Awesome. Everyone is excited and amazed by the magnificence of the wedding venue. Everyone but Count Anshahir. He's from House Ivera. What's that? It's down in Italy somewhere? Since his arrival, Anshahir has been prowling, searching for any pretext to complain. Are you wearing makeup? Those colorful veils are sinful. What's with all the unchaste mingling? Is this all a show of luxury and lust? I could say I am ashamed of myself. Guards accompany this killjoy to the door. I would remove him from the thing, and I would be closer to forming a rivalry with him, and his opinion of me would sour. -15, because of hatred. Or I'll pretend I didn't hear anything. He loses 5 opinion of me, because I ignored his advice. I didn't hear anything. He's beneath my notice. I will not let his sanctimoniousness ruin my son's big day. Duchess Patruina is impressed. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left is the final vows, the formal consent, the seal on the marriage. As both Yudes and Timbor say, "I do," the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. Exciting. With all the formalities behind us, it is now time to celebrate. I signal for the servants to bring out the food and drinks and to shepherd the guests to the feast venue. Let the wedding banquet begin. Enjoy. You are engaged in the wedding banquet. For 60 days! Oh my, that's quite a banquet. Well, it is a grand wedding. Mayor Lodwin, Baron... Mayor someone lauded my... I can look at the log. Where'd it go? Mayor Baldwin lauds Duke Yudes' efforts, and if I recall correctly, I lost stress. Fiery rescue. Count Barthélemy, the Count of Dice of Gellones, was saved from the flames. Oh. The banquet hall is dressed in a riot of colors, scents, and sights. Only the very rarest fabrics and flowers are absent from the garb. Near my seat, both Duke Conrad and King Alfonso share their opinions on the decorations. There's enough finery here to appease the mob without being a waste, notes Conrad approvingly. It's very well considered. Ceremonies are important, and this is still part of the ceremony, Alfonso snorts. It should have been bigger, better, prettier, all of it. Well, that would have been super expensive. This is a wedding between the families of dukes, not kings, so... See, I picked many of the decorations myself. Duke Conrad increases an opinion of me. Alfonso is right. I gained 300 martial lifestyle experience. Interesting. It's very interesting. I would gain stewardship experience if I accept that one. Or I could not get involved and lose stress. I'd rather work on my relationship with a king. And it would give me martial experience, and I think I'm still... Yeah, I haven't gotten around to changing from martial yet. So out of curiosity... I'm at 560... Yeah! I might as well unlock a third one, yet another one. Back to the thing. Yes, Alfonso is right. It's just not what I had in mind. Well, I was limited by my budget. Prince Bishop Joffrey stopped to admire the venue. Nice. The hall is awash with riotous parade of acting troupes, dancing musicians, and exotic charlatans, delighting guests en masse. Near my seat, both Petty King Ricat and King Carloman share their opinions on the display. My liege and the Petty King of Cornwall. Interesting. Do a flip, shouts Ricat at a comforting tumbler. By Jesus, I love a good party. Watch out, Carloman spits, dodging a hucked juggling ball. Bloody cavalier hirelings, I can't even eat my meal safely. Ricat, so glad you're enjoying yourself. Let's see, 100 diplomacy experience, or I'd envisioned differently when I hired them, Carloman. 50 learning experience. Or I am focused on the actual entertainment. I don't care that much about improving my relationship with either of them. Don't particularly feel like hurting my relationship with my liege. So I'm focused on the actual entertainment. And I'm no longer stressed at all now. Hook gained. You have gained a favor hook on Robert Robertson. My brother. Huh. Council invitation. To my vassal. As influential duke, it is only fair you have a voice on my council. In recognition of this fact, I hereby offer you the position of Marshal of Aquitaine. Marshal! You gave me what I wanted. You have my loyalty. I was thinking about possibly trying to overthrow you, or whatnot, but no. You gave me the job that I have deserved, the one that your father never gave me, even though I was better than every other marshal he had assigned, and put me to the task of doing something that I was completely ill-suited to. With this, you have earned my respect, King Carloman. For Aquitaine, I shall accept. Well, I won't be changing my, I'm just gonna keep doing Marshal then. If I'm going to be the Marshal, and have that bonus to experience, then yes. As the wedding host, I know I should be spending time with the couple and their families, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend Elchanan. I can see Duchess Patruina starting to glare at me, but every time I try to excuse myself, Elchanan has me howling with laughter all over again. What a joy to have Elchanan here with me. I would lose stress. Patruina, come join us. Duchess Patruina becomes 46% she becomes my friend. And they become friends as well. That would be awesome. Have one of my friends and my wife be friends, and to be friends with my wife as well. Or 39% Elchanan, 39% Duchess Patruina has a good time with you and Elchanan. She gains 30 opinion of both of us. Or 14% that they fall into an argument and become rivals, and I gain stress. Oh. Let's see, let's sneak out so we can talk properly. I would gain the trait Confider. Oh, I'd be sneaking out with Elchanan. I assume, because, yeah, she'd be insulted, so... Or you must excuse me, my friend. No, Patruina, come join us. I mean, you two worked together to throw me that amazing birthday party. What was that? 13 years ago? Patruina, come join us. They became rivals. Look, there's enough youths to go around. Youths to are overjoyed with the amount of candied favors. I lost 25 stress. As the banquet goes on, I find myself thinking of it a bit underwhelming. No impressive silk or tapestries. The finest gold has no place here. Neither do the greatest gems. As I look through the window, I find the night sky somehow inspiring. Out there exists the white game. Freely they roam our woods, and among their trees they hide. Hunting one, a legendary deed. Maybe I could simply paint one of our wolf white. Let's see. I must hurry, tell my servants to start at once. I would lose 20 gold. Every gregarious reveler, drunkard, brave, hunter, where gallant attending guests would gain 20 opinion of me. This will help you gain renown, but a sharp guest may feel suspicious. Or the risk is too... No, we're doing it. I'm not taking a hit of 72 stress. I must hurry. Tell my servants to start at once. As the wolf enters the hall, its pale fur shines brightly under the moonlight, an almost phosphorescent fever, an unnatural glow. The deception is almost perfect, a marvel. Guests stand in awe and quickly approach the animal, not daring to touch it, for its nature is sacred. However, I spot Count Laurence among the crowd, rolling his eyes. Can't you tell it's just paint? Duke Eudes must take us for a fool. Let's see. No point keeping up the illusion. Or, how dare you doubt me in the day of my feast? 57% chance of that. I'll gain piety and lose renown. No, how dare you doubt me on the day of my feast? Dude, can't you just have fun? He lost 10 opinion of me. Oh well. Tynewulf of Gloucester's poetic performance stilled the crowd in wonder. Okay. Despite the festivities, a look of pure abject horror rapidly overcomes Eudes as his uncle, Count Hugo, begins shakily standing up, goblet in hand. A learned man, Hugo's speech is a mess of literary references and highbrow philosophical jokes, only occasionally pausing for embarrassing anecdotes from the groom's childhood. Eudes looks like he wants to die. Let's see, I could politely start clapping to stop him. 25%, I force Hugo down, I get a weak hook on my son, and I gain prestige. Or he continues apace regardless. I would still gain the prestige. And either way, my son would think better of me. Or grin and suffer through it. Opinion of Eudes de Loire, 15, and I lose stress. Or prod Hugo to continue. Or stop paying attention. No, politely start clapping to stop him. I gained, he continues apace regardless. Oh well. Featuring exotic treats, elaborate culinary artworks, and rich colors with richer scents, the banquet's chefs have gone all out for the wedding. Near my seat, both Duke Conrad and King Alfonso share their opinions about the spread. Again, tasty, laughs. Oh, this time it's about the food, not the decorations. Tasty, laughs Conrad, popping something purplish into his mouth. Glad to see some coin on display. I'm having a good time, Alfonso whines. I just think things could have gone a little further to be the best. You're being hosted at the wedding of the son of a duke to the daughter of another duke. I know that you are a king, and you are used to better, but you are a king. This is perfectly fitting for my station, and the station of the bride's family. Although, if I agree with him again... Oh, he will become my friend. He's not even the one I was trying to befriend. But I would become friends with King Alfonso Ordonez of Asturias. And I would gain another 300 martial experience. Wow. 600 lifestyle experience so far. I think there was also an option for 100 in another one that I didn't really care about. So I took the third option that, just had me reduce stress. But this grand wedding is something, man. Could nod along without paying attention. Yes, Alfonso, things aren't quite how I imagined them. You and King Alfonso bonded after having a delightful conversation over dinner. Ah, yes. Him criticizing the food was definitely a delightful conversation. And I can now unlock a new martial perk. Let's see, I can go Engineered for Destruction, Living Off the Land, Hit and Run, would help my skirmishers. Well yeah, that's why I took Parthian Tactics, because it's good for my light cavalry. And then Hit and Run will be good for my skirmishers. Unlock. I will probably end up going to war again. Grand wedding. The wedding night starts. I can see that all guests are satisfied and pretty tired, but the day of celebration is not over yet. I quickly organize a festive procession to lead the newlyweds to their bedchamber. Let's let the newlyweds celebrate privately. For us who remain, let's pour another drink. It's time. Well, Shannon gained the trait wounded. Duchess Patrina gained the... I'm sorry, my bestie and my wife brawled? What? You and Guelph Wealth bonded over good ale, beer, wine, and spirits. Oh, he's a suffragan bishop. Tired after a long day's waiting and socializing, my wife, sister, and I ensconce ourselves at a table to mull over the union. Oh, I don't remember this sister. I don't think I've ever interacted with her. Patruino speaks quietly. You know, I must say, I still have misgivings. I worry for my nephew. This bond opens the gates for Barcelonian intrigues to destroy Duchy of Anjou and House Gellones from within. Surely you see, sister-in-law, Reginald chides, the alliance with House Gellones must come before his happiness. Let's see, I fear you are close to the truth, wife. You grow closer to forming a friendship with Duchess Patruina, or trust me, it's a good match. Reginald Robertine becomes my friend, or what of it? Leave love to the bards, or it's in God's hands now. Wife, I married a beautiful Catalan girl from a good family. Our son is marrying a beautiful Catalan girl from a good family. What misgivings do you have? I'm sure their relationship will be as good as ours is. No. It is in God's hands now. I'm not taking a side in this fight. I'll gain piety. With the newlyweds retired for the evening, the braziers are lit, the flagons filled, the musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily down my goblet at Duchess Fulcrade, mother of the bride, who has just almost choked on her mead in mirth. She slurs, "Yo, hick, I know... You know, I wasn't sure about your de Loire sort, but you're all right. Let's see, this reminds me, I need your opinion. Possible outcome, she gains martial, or stewardship, or learning, and I gain 9 stress. What do I need her opinion for? I don't care about improving her. Well, let's see, more ale, more. I gain 150 prestige. I gain 5 trait experience in Eagle Reveler. I lose stress, and a 50% chance of becoming a drunkard. We must keep in contact. We are family now. I grow closer to forming a friendship with Duchess Fulcarde, or... Tell me, are all Toulouse women so beautiful? Toulouse women? Oh, it's the house. She was born into House Toulouse. Okay, got it. You grow closer to forming an intimate relationship with Duchess Fulcarde. No. We must keep in contact. We are family now. Let me be closer to a friendship with my ally's wife. When finally the last guest leaves, I look around at the deserted venue, the food leftovers, the spilled spiced wine on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organizing it. Failed intent diplomacy. Yeah, I may not have become allies with that one fellow, but I did become friends with another king. Let's see. Thank you all for coming. Eudes de Loire married Timbor Gellones, and gained 20 opinion of me. I gained 1,200 prestige. I gained gracious host for 20 years. which gives me monthly renown, monthly prestige, and courtly vassal opinion. I gained 20... I made money off of this. Well, I mean, a tiny little bit back, and I will lose stress. And every guest, every courtly vassal gain 20 opinion of me. I don't know if I have any courtly. The activity log is 110 things. Wow. Thank you all for coming. Let me just take a look at this for a moment. Wow. Wow. I kicked someone out of the reception for being drunk and disorderly? I was not aware. Someone was reprimanded for being... I kicked the Jarl of Jorvik out for being drunk and disorderly. Interesting. I had no idea these things had happened. Count Bernat II of Toulouse and Duke Eudes of Anjou made a fool of themselves for being drunk and disorderly. Who cares? We're the fathers of the bride and groom. If anyone's going to be drunk and disorderly, it's us. Utter embarrassment. Petty King Alfred with the trees of Wessex and Duke Eudes of Anjou made a fool of themselves for being drunk and disorderly. And then I kicked out Duke Garcia for being drunk and Why did I never get to see these things as they were happening? That would have been so much more fun. And then I kicked Count de Bermudo Gellones of Astorga out. Astorga. That's the land that my wife has a claim on. Utter Servicico Gatones del Bierzo and I made fools of ourselves. Count Adamar of Dijon was reprimanded, as was Petty King Ricot of Cornwall. I kicked... You're kidding me, right? Please tell me you're kidding me. Did I really kick my liege, King Carloman II of Aquitaine, out of the wedding reception for being drunk and disorderly? Are you kidding me? Oh, he's Craven. What is with all the Cravens? Why are there so many Cravens within the French culture? And yes, before I get any of those jokes about all the surrenders and such, let me remind you, that wasn't until quite a bit later in French history. They were one of Europe's great powers for quite some time, so... Wow. My liege is terrified of me. Hey, he hates me. Interesting. I mean, not enough that he's actually got a negative opinion of me, but he's got a -3 hatred. Oh, I kicked I kicked my little brother out. He's a compassionate craven. He is also craven and trusting and gregarious. He's hale. Well, he got married. Sanka de la Tour du Pin. My niece? Interesting. I kicked out Christina, King Reginar's court physician. Elchanan was dressed down. Ogier and I made fools of ourselves. I made a fool of myself with Mayor Joffrey. I dressed down Mayor Onfroy. Orson and myself made fools of ourselves. I kicked out Guy. Okay. I kicked out Gellones and Constance and Suffragan Bishop Bernat Ezi. Okay. Anyone else interesting? Adelheld von Lothringen. I embarrassed myself with Prince Bishop Geoffrey of West Francia. I kicked out Duke Alderic of Neustria. And Prince Bishop Amedi of Avaloy. Channon brawls with his rival Duchess Patruina. Why would it be Why would imprisoning him be an act of tyranny? He got in a brawl with my wife. He's lucky I don't just put him to death. Oh, I accidentally closed the thing. Oh well. Well, I have an available dynasty legacy now. That's pretty cool. You could go with generational belligerence. I'm definitely considering that. Activities. Interesting. Traditional Robertine weddings. Grand weddings are 50% cheaper. Grand weddings gain plus 15 bonus acceptance. Oh, nice. Increased chance to generate a temporary strong hook on lieges who like you at grand weddings. That's awesome. Did anything else get added? Okay, so kin, glory, erudition, blood, guile. I mean, ominous reputation is always fantastic. Even if you don't take anything else, just everyone in your dynasty having that plus 15 natural dread. It's probably... Personally, that is one of my favorite dynasty legacies to go after. Walking the sacred path. Oh, pilgrim stuff. Oh, but this is Yude's doing this. Oh, that is a hard choice. Generational belligerence, traditional Robertine weddings, language scholars, and ominous reputation would all be fantastic right now. But Yudes has been wanting to learn yet another language for quite some time. So no, he's going to go with language scholars. Unlock. Of course, means he can learn one more language, which is perfect because he's been wanting to learn the language of his Toulousian subjects, the Daak Vulgar. But that is something that's going to have to wait till next time. Thank you very much for tuning in to this grand wedding of an episode. This has been Crusader Kings 3, Angevin Dreams, and I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.